All right, guys, just waiting a second to make sure that we're live. All right, so I've got a new mic, guys. Please let me know how this thing sounds. It's pretty spendy. It's actually directional, so it should help cut down some noise from unboxing and whatnot. So hopefully this thing kicks ass, man, because it was spendy. Yo, what's going on, Comic Traveler? So mic sounds good, brother. Nice. Yeah, so let me know if it cuts down on the background noise as I'm opening things, because like I said, it's directional, so it's actually supposed to do that. The unboxing noises should be cut down a little bit, I guess, is what they say anyway. All right, so just got a few things to open. A little while back, I picked one of these up and got it pressed, and it came back a 9.8. And I was like, well, the thing actually pressed pretty well, so I was like, let me try and maybe grab another one and see if I can flip it. So I did. So we'll see how this one came out. But it is basically the die number one, the gold one per store variant. So when I first sent this to get pressed, I didn't really know what to expect because, the foil and whatnot, but it really came out nice. So I figured, let's see if we can get, this one probably won't be a 9.8. The corner looks a little bit dinged. Who knows? I was actually very, very surprised how the book looked after it came back from pressing. So we'll see. All right, we got to move this like about there, it looks like. Okay. All right, here, what do we got here? All right, so here's an exclusive variant I picked up. I haven't checked to see how these are doing, but the book itself is kind of heated up, so I imagine that these are doing okay. All right. All right, so these are basically the Dark Age variants that were from Stadium. And I believe they sold out relatively quickly. And I do still have one of the Dark Age Kickstarters coming. And those were limited to one per customer, so I would have bought more if I could have, but since I couldn't, it kind of is what it is, and I'll end up just keeping that one for my personal collection. Wow, they got this thing taped so tight I can't figure out which end needs to be opened. Okay, let me see here. I think it's got to be this side. Yeah, this is where tape pulls come in handy. So, Stadium, if you're anyone that works there is watching this, please throw a couple tape pulls. It just makes things a million times easier. I really don't want to start hacking through the bag. I may have to, though. Alright. Let me see. Oh, hold on. This might be what's going on. Okay. They kind of got two bags put in there back to back. That's why I couldn't really figure out what the heck was going on. Alright. Alright. So, Dark Age. And I believe that this was limited to maybe 500 copies or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But Anyway, I think I picked up like 10 or 15 of these things. Can't remember exactly. Maybe looks like possibly more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like probably about 15 is where I ended up picking up. Guessing. 8. So anyway, haven't checked on that variant to see how it's doing, but I imagine it's doing decent because Dark Age as a whole is doing pretty decent. Okay, so this is my Powers of X. Now there was a million different covers for this, and I just grabbed the 2 covers that I like the most, and decided to spec on those. Let's see who else we got in here. Joe, what's going on, brother? Nice to have you in the chat. All right, looks like we got a whole bunch of popcorn here. See if I can get this out without getting popcorn everywhere. Oh, come on. Well, a little bit of popcorn going everywhere, but come on. Yeah, not the biggest fan of popcorn, but whatever. It's better that than damaged comics, I guess. Okay. So, my favorite cover for the that Powers of X was the Stephanie Hans. And even though that wasn't like I think it was only like a 1 for 25 or 1 for 15 even. No, maybe 1 for 25, I think. But it's definitely not even close to the highest ratio. But it just happened to be the one that I liked the most. So I grabbed it. Then I also got some of the unknown exclusives. Because they were on sale, I believe. It was something like buy 2, get 1 free or something like that. So grab some of those as well. And I kind of like that cover also. I believe it was Paralo. All right. Everyone reusing the, or not even reusing, just taking brand new priority mailing stuff and slapping it in there. All right. So here we go. There's the Hans. And for me, this was just, it just was my favorite cover. So figured maybe there's going to be some other people like that one also. So I figured that was my spec. And I think I got 10 of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we got 10 of those. So that's one that I figure just hold it for a while and see what happens. Stephanie Hans has a decent following. So completionists or whatever could be looking to pick that up in the future. House of X, Powers of X is pretty hot right now. So who knows? We'll see what happens. All right. Looks like they threw these in top loaders. So there's the Paralo. And these come with a certificate. And they're limited to 600, so that one's like 275. Looks like they're all going to probably be in order. 274. Yeah, it looks like they're all in order. And these ones, See how many of these I got. I think I got 6 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 9. So it was buy 2, get 1 free. So I think I paid for 6 and got 3 for free. So anyway, those were my 2 favorite covers for the Powers of X. So we'll see what happens with those, I guess, in the future. All right. A few more things. I've also got a big book to unbox that came back from CGC, but we'll save that for another night. Maybe try and go do it tomorrow. All right, come on now. Where's... Oh, okay, right here. All right. Okay, cool. So here is the Kickstarter for Dark Age. And hopefully this thing is nice. Looks pretty good. Little fuzz on that corner. Hopefully it'll... Oh, you know what? There's a little ding in the bottom. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a 9.6. I don't think it'll make 9.8. I see a couple spine ticks and stuff. But this was the Ashcan Kickstarter. So you could only get 1 per person. And they were kind of spendy. It was like $40 or something like that. So I don't know what this book is doing right now, but yeah, I'm thinking it's just going to probably be a 9.6, and it's going to need to get pressed too, because this bottom corner here is kind of tweaked. I know. I have to take it out and really get a closer look at it. Okay, what do we got here? So another book that I have plenty of, but I'm just going to keep grabbing them if I think they'll grade high. It's still a book that I completely believe in. Come on. All right. Looks like we're in a top loader. And it is another Ultimate Fallout 4. Just the standard cover. It's still poly-bagged. And looks pretty nice. Could possibly make a 9.8. You guys have seen that book a million times. We'll throw it over here for now. All right. So why do 1 when we can do 2? So here's a second one. Come on. Okay. All right. Another one still in the poly bag. This one looks pretty nice as well. It might make a 9.8 as well. So if I can get those decent priced, we'll pick them up all day long. And so this is one that I got from the UK, of all places. For whatever reason, the auction just kind of went a little bit low. So this is another NYX3 and was able to get it for a decent price. It was like around $300, which for a nice looking raw copy is actually pretty cheap. And strange thing is, NYX3 has kind of softened a little bit in the last couple months, and I think it's maybe because of speculation to do with Rain, Wolverine's latest daughter. But I see that as a buying opportunity because there's no guarantee that Rain will have a some longevity behind her. Because you got to remember, Wolverine's got tons of other kids that have already come and gone, really. And to me, the only two that have kind of withstood the test of time so far is X-23 and Dakin. So we'll see what happens with Rain. But if people now are going to kind of pass up the NYX3s to pick up those Marvel Premiere 6s. Oh, it's got a little pull strip or something. Then, at this point, I still think NYX3 is a much safer bet than Marvel Premiere 6. Especially if you're going for, like, the long term, There's no guarantee that Rain is going to have the future that X-23 has had so far. She's already been in a movie, and she will probably be in another movie relatively soon, now that Marvel has the rights to her. Rain, who knows? Who else we got? Mikey V, what's going on, brother? All right, so let's take a look at this. And this looks to be in really nice shape. I would say it should at least be a 9.6. Okay, that stuff we've already opened. So that is it for tonight, guys. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Stay tuned for the next CGC unboxing. Is going to be a really, really massive book. Well, anyone that's been watching the channel, it's basically the Tales to Astonish 27. It's back. So we're expecting a super high grade on that. And I can't wait to unbox it, but I want to try and get live a little bit earlier. Hopefully maybe like 9:30 or something tomorrow, or at least before 10, so that maybe some more people can be in the chat when we open that bad boy up. So that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, and please, anyone else that's watching this on the rewind, let me know how the new mic sounds. I'm hoping that it's a vast improvement from everything else that I've had. Cool. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you later.